Hello students to my YouTube channel, and today I would like to begin with a very important quote regarding Pablo Neruda. No poet breaks the silence with silence except Pablo Neruda, because every poetry is something that breaks the silence on certain topics, and the poet raises his voice, uses his voice to go in the favor of something or in the against of something. So people have been silent regarding the hyperactivity of human being, and in this poem we are dealing with keeping quiet. Pablo Neruda breaks the silence for the first time and he says that be silent. So let's resume where we left in our last video. For once on the face of the earth, let's not speak in any language. Let's stop for 1 second and not move our arms so much. So, in this stanza, Pablo Neruda appeals for stillness, total stillness, and dropping all the languages so that we could communicate through a global language of silence. And then again he says, let us. In the first stanza, he says he uses or implies the pronoun we, and then us. Let us. So this let us is again an attempt towards inclusion. You know, our works and actions are different. Someone is doctor, someone is a farmer, someone is a teacher, someone is engineer, someone is fisherman. That's why our activities are different according to our occupations. But our inaction is the same and equal. When we will stop, we all will be the same in our activity. We all will be the same in our inactivity rather. So, as languages divides, silence unites. As I told you in my previous video that languages divides and silence unites. So actions divide, inaction unite. So this is the appeal of Pablo Neruda, that be silent, be inactive, so that we can get united in our inactivity and silence, and not move our arms so much. Next line, and not move our arms so much. And here he very smartly implies this pun. Pun, you know that pun is a figure when a word is used in such a way that it suggests two meanings. So here arms has been used in such a way that it suggests two meaning. One is our body part, our hands, and another is weapons, the deadly weapons. So weapons, he says that please stop, don't do anything with your hand, because after all we do everything with our hands. And then he says that stop using weapons. So what are weapons actually? Weapons are also used by human beings, and we always use weapons with our hand. So weapons are nothing, in fact they are extension of human arms. So he says that stop your arm, so he says both, that stop using your hands and stop using the arms, because weapons cannot functions, or weapons cannot be operated with itself. After all, a human hand is needed to operate weapons. So it's a very smart use of language by Pablo Neruda. And here Pablo Neruda notices a very strange thing, a very unique thing, that human being have invented new techniques for fighting with distant people. Means animals also fight, but their fight is very much physical. They cannot fight from afar. But we have devised new techniques and new arms, new weapons, so that we can fight from far. Now, sitting in India, we can fight with China, we can fight with Pakistan, we can fight from nations who are located in far locations. So, how much do we love war and fight? So, Pablo Neruda says that please stop, don't indulge in this mad race of war and activity. Then it's a special use of language by Pablo Neruda, and Pablo Neruda is very smart user of language. In fact, all the poets are. And here the poet's special emphasis on altogether inertia and altogether inactivity is only for some soul searching, for a searching within, so that we can realize the purpose of our lives. Keeping quiet will be a way to rebirth for the human soul, and it will also give a new meaning to our lives. So, Pablo Neruda actually wants people to transcend cultural, linguistic, and racial differences, to unite, to get united at the plane of humanity as global citizen. A cosmic brotherhood must be restored or must be realized. Next, it would be an exotic moment without rush, without engines. We would all be together in a sudden strangeness. Uh, to keep quiet and still is to understand that woven we all are woven in a thread of the cosmic order, in a cosmic plan. And he says that it would be an exotic moment when we would be able to escape the sadness of never understanding ourselves, never understanding our real nature. And this would be exotic. Exotic means something of foreign country, something of strange land coming from foreign country. So here it means that this silence, this stillness, this joy and peace of inertia, we have never ever realized. And when we will realize it for the first time, it would be exotic. Means we have never felt it on this earth from time for time immemorial. Okay, and he also says that without rush, without engines, means our lives are dominated by rush and roar, and we are so surrounded by machines. We would all be together in a sudden strangeness, that without rush, without engines, uh, we cannot imagine our life. We have so much surrounded by them. There is a very famous poem of William Wordsworth. The world is too much with us. This world means this world of machine, gadgets, and other things. This is too much with us, and that we cannot live without them, or we have forgotten to live without them, like plants and animals. We, in fact, we have internalized this rush, this roar, and this mechanistic way of life. So, Pablo Neruda says that keeping quiet is a very powerful way to escape this mundane mechanistic motion of modern life, and to get united in a sudden strangeness when everything will come to a standstill. Usually, we get connected, or we connect with each other with languages. Language is a tool of communication, and language connects us. Or what connects us is activity. That when we get united as a team and we work together, we feel a sort of connection. So here Pablo Neruda in a very strange manner says that no, be silent, and this silence will connect you, and this connection will be even stronger than language. Basically, a language is a bridge which connect people, but getting connected with silence is something strange and exotic. I think this much explanation is okay. If you have any doubt, any query, you can ask me in the comment box and I'll clear it.